Hello ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? I'm going to teach you how to get stronger, faster, and have more stamina in your fingers for playing your instrument. This way you'll be able to play like a god, or a Nephilim, or a sorcerer, or a wizard, or just somebody that plays better, probably. So how do we move these muscles? Well, our brain sends an electrical impulse through our motor neuron. We release a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. The acetylcholine allows our muscle cells to release calcium, which allows the ATP energy to move the sarcoplasmic reticulum. This enables the sarcomeres to move with the actin and the myosin in them. That's what enables the contraction and the relaxation of our muscles. Now, how are we going to get good and have stamina? Well, we need to build our fingers and store more glycogen, more ATP energy, and have more creatine phosphate to be able to do this. How are we going to do that? We are going to do these exercises I'm going to show you, and you'll be ready to rock. Now, that'll probably be enough science for this episode, but if you're the type of person that believes in science, I would check out Hank Green and his Crash Course show. Hank Green's the New World Order shill. You'll find him on YouTube here, and you could watch all kinds of science videos. So what I'm going to do first is show you a bunch of trills. I'll show you all the combinations of trills we could do with the left hand. That'll get you strong. That'll be a great exercise. And then I'm going to get into some combinatorics, things I've learned from playing Texas Hold'em that I applied to the guitar to give us all of the different combos that we can use with our left hand fingers. Let's get started. Here, these are all the different types of trills you can do on the guitar. Now, we can go anywhere on the neck, but let's go to the 5th fret. And what we're going to do is a trill. So this is going to be a hammer-on and a pull-off. So we'll go from the 1st finger to the 2nd finger. And we'll just, a hammer-on is a fast hammer on and a pull off over and over again. That's what a trill is. So we'll just do this as fast and as hard as we can until we get tired, and that's a great exercise. Now we could do 1 to 2, we could do 1 to 3, to a 1st to a 3rd finger, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, but we could also do 2 to 3, we could also do 2 to 4, and we could also do 3 to 4. Those are all the possible trills that we could do. So all of those, that's a great exercise for you to do as a warm-up or just to get stronger. Doing that a few minutes a day, you'll be really strong. Really quick with that though, we could go from 1 fret higher, from our 1st finger to our 2nd finger, but we could also go 2 frets higher, or 3 frets higher, or 4 frets higher, or 5 frets higher maybe even. We can use our 1st finger to our 3rd finger, but only 1 fret distance. So we kind of squeeze our fingers together there. 2 frets higher, 3 frets higher. And you do this in kind of for a while, right? Until you get a little tired. 4 frets higher, 5 frets higher. And when you're doing these stretches, one thing to do here, I'll show you. We do first to the pinky, 1 fret higher, 2 frets higher, 3 frets higher, 4 frets higher, 5 frets higher, and we can keep moving. Notice, if I do these kind of long stretches, what I have to do is get my 1st finger to point this way. A lot of people always have their 1st finger like this or like this, and look, you won't get any stretch that way. So that's how I'm able to stretch so far like this. If I wanted to get really silly about it, I'd put my thumb here and like Jakey Lee, and I could get a little further. But we're not worrying about that now. We're worrying about strengthening these 4 fingers. Got me? So those are all the trills you can do. Now, let's talk about combinatorics. This is something I learned from playing Texas Hold'em. I would study Texas Hold'em and studying math a little bit, where when you study combinatorics and permutations and things like that. So essentially what I learned to do is, well, in Texas Hold'em what you have is you have 52 cards. There are 1,326 different combinations of hands you could get when you only have 2 cards, right? And so eventually what we do is we learn what are the combinations you could have if you had any 2 suited cards, say. Say I had a 7 and an 8, but they were of the same suit, right? We have clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. Those are the suits, right? And there are 13 different cards. But say I had a 7 and an 8. If I had a 7 and 8 clubs, I had a 7. I could also have a 7 and, if they were suited, I could have a 7 and 8 of diamonds. I could have a 7 and 8 of hearts, and I could have a 7 and 8 of spades. So that means there are 4 combos of a suited 7, 8 that I could have. There are 12 combos of any 2 cards that are unsuited. So in total, if there are 7 and 8, there are 16 combos. 4 would be suited, 12 would be unsuited. So there's 16 combos of any 2 cards. There are 4 combos of the suited hands, as we talked about, and there are 6 combos of pairs. Say I had a pair of aces, for instance. I could have an ace of clubs and an ace of diamonds. I could have an ace of clubs and an ace of hearts. I could have an ace of clubs and an ace of spades. I could have an ace of diamonds and an ace of hearts. I could have an ace of diamonds and an ace of spades. And I can have an ace of hearts and an ace of spades. Those are 6 different combos of a pair of aces I could have. Well, nonetheless, with poker, what we do is we look at all the combos that there are, and this just enables us to figure out what our opponents might have, and we could look at what the range of cards are, and so on and so forth. But I'm not here to teach you poker today. I want to explain to you, when I was studying these combinations of cards in poker, I ended up in combos in school with math. I started to think about 4 fingers, right? And so I can use each finger once, but maybe if I was going to use, say, each finger once, I could use the first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. That's 4 combos of using each, 1 finger, right? But what if I wanted to use 2 fingers? What are all the combinations I could use with 2 fingers? Well, I could go first to second finger, first finger to third finger, first finger to the fourth finger. Or I could start with the second finger and go 2 to 1, 2 to 3, 2 to 4. I could go 3 to 1, 3 to 2, 3 to 4. I could go 4 to 1, 4 to 2, 4 to 3. Those are all the combos using 2 fingers. Got me? So I did this with 3 fingers and with 4 fingers, and I made exercises with them all, and then that way my brain can tell my fingers to do any sort of fingering that ever comes up. I'll be able to play everything or anything that comes up. Of course, yes, I should learn some scales and arpeggios, maybe some songs and some chords, but just to get the physical ability, this is going to be great. Let me explain to you if we used each finger for 3 fingers, right? We could go 1, 2, 3. We could go 1, 3, 2. We could go 2, 1, 3. 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 2, 1. Maybe I'll take this finger out and I could go 1, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 2, 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2. Maybe I'll take the middle finger, the second finger out, and now I could go 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 3, 3, 1, 4, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, or 4, 3, 1. Then I could take the first finger out, and now we have these 3 fingers left, and I can go 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, and 4, 3, 2. Those are all the combinations of fingerings that would ever come up if I was just to use 3 of these fingers. So I did that, and I also did all the combinations with 4 fingers. And let me explain to you, say, if I started with the first finger, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or I could go 1, 2, 4, 3. Or I could go 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, or 1, 4, 3, 2. That gives me 6 combinations if I started with the first finger. There's also 6 combos if I started with the second, or 6 combos if I started with the third, and 6 combos if I started with the fourth. And so there are only 24 possible combos with those fingerings. So what I do is I try to warm up here a bit. I try to do all those fingerings from the low E to the high E, and the high E to the low E, and that's one of the greatest exercises you could do to strengthen your left hand. Let me walk you through that. I try to use alternate picking for all these. So let's go back to the 5th position, and let's start with each finger once, then we'll use the 2-finger combos, the 3-finger combos, finally the 4-finger combos. And this is one of the great exercises. So you could always practice this, you could always get better, and you could always use this as a warm-up. I would do some of this stuff to kind of warm up for shows sometimes, or before I record something. So let me walk you through this exercise really quick and talk you through what we just talked about with these combinations. If I use the first finger with just combos of 1 finger, we could do the first finger all the way through. So I go to the 5th fret with each finger. With the first finger all the way down and back. Then the 2nd finger on the 6th fret, just using the 2nd finger. Now the 3rd finger from the low E to the high E and back. Then the pinky. Those are all the combos using 1 finger. Let's go through the combos using 2 fingers now. So we'll start with 1 to 2. See how I play first finger to 2nd finger from low to high, and then first finger to 2nd finger from high to low. Got me? Now the next combo will be, we'll do 1, 3. Now 1, 4. Now we'll start with the 2nd finger and do all the 2-finger combos. So we'll go 2 to 1. Now 2 to 3. 2 to 4. Now we'll start with the 3rd finger and do all the combos with 2 fingers. 3 to 1. 3 to 2. 3 to 4. Now we'll start with the 4th finger and go through every combo. 4 to 1. 4 to 2. 4 to 3. Those are all the combos when you're using 2 fingers, using each finger once. Got me? Let's go through all the combos using 3 fingers now. So the first one, simple enough, will be 1, 2, 3, and I'll just go down through, I'll go up through the strings and then back up. So, or back down rather. So try 1, 2, 3 from the low E to the high E and back. Got it? 5, 6, 7. Fretwise. Now we'll go 1, 3, 2. Now we'll go 2, 1, 3. 2, 3, 1. Now starting with the 3rd finger, 3, 1, 2. 3, 2, 1. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 1st finger, 2nd finger, and pinky, and I'll leave the 3rd finger out. And we'll go with all the combos we have with the 1, 2, 4. This is going to give us 1, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 2, 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, and 4, 2, 1. Let's try this fingering. These fingerings through. So we'll start with 1, 2, 4. Then we'll come back. 1, 4, 2. 2, 1, 4. 2, 4, 1. 4, 1, 2. And 4, 2, 1. Now, one thing with this fingering we should do is, instead of just doing them where our fingers are all spread out 1 fret, we should do with a lot of these stretching them out, but this one most especially. So here I'm going to go from my 1st finger to 2 frets higher to the 2nd finger, and then 2 frets higher. So I'll go the 5th fret, 7th fret, and 9th fret. I'm going to do all of those same fingerings again, but this way it'll be more stretched out. This is closer to what you see in scales. So let's do those again, but with more of a stretch this time. So this one, from the 5th fret to the 7th fret to the 9th fret, but let's do those fingerings again. We'll go 1, 2, 4. 1, 1 4 2, 2 1 4, 2 4 1, 4 1 2, 4 2 1. We could stretch more and do other stretches, but that one's really important. Now let's take the fingerings. We have first finger, third finger, and pinky, and try those fingerings going up. 1 3 4, 1 4 3, 3 1 4, 3 4 1, 4 1 3, 'We should probably try to stretch that one out the same way too. 1 3 4, 1 4 3, 3 1 4, 3 4 1, 4 1 3, 4 3 1. And finally, we're going to just do the last combinations with 3 fingers, going 2 3 4. So that ends up being 2 3 4, 2 4 3, 3 2 4, 3 4 2, 4 2 3, and 4 3 2. Let's do those really quick. We'll stay in this 5th position, so we'll go 6th fret, 7th fret, and 8th fret for those fingers. Let's start 2 3 4. Trying to alternate pick this all the time too. Now 2 4 3. 3 2 4. 3 4 2. 4 2 3. 4 3 2. Finally, we're going to now use each finger once, and this is every combination using each finger once. Now we could go 1 2 3 4, 1 2 4 3, 1 3 2 4, 1 3 4 2, 1 4 2 3, 1 4 3 2. That would be if I used my first finger. Starting with my first finger, and that gave me 6 combos. There'll be 6 combos starting with the second finger, using each finger once, 6 combos starting with the third finger and using each finger once, and 6 combos if I started with my pinky using each finger once. In total, that's giving me 24 combinations if I used each finger once. So this is going to be a very good exercise. Let's go through this one time. We're going to start 1 2 3 4. 1 2 4 3. 1 3 2 4. 1 3 4 2. I messed that one up, but I would say you should probably hit the high E string twice on your way up and hit it again on your way back. If you only hit it once, that's fine too. That's what I was doing there, but we'll make sure we hit it twice. So we did 1 3 4 2. Now we're on 1 4 2 3. 1 4 3 2. Now let's start with the second finger. 2 1 3 4. 2, 1, 4, 3. 2, 3, 1, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 4, 1, 3. 2, 4, 3, 1. Now let's start with the third finger and do the 6 combos. Start with 3, 1, 2, 4. 3, 1, 4, 2. 3, 2, 1, 4. 3, 2, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 2, 1. Now let's do the 6 combos starting with your pinky first. 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 3, 2. 4, 2, 1, 3. Oh, sorry, I'll hit it on high E again. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 3, 1, 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost. Only made a couple mistakes there. Those are, and then what you should do is look at, of all of those finger combinations, look at the ones that you can't play very well or that you've made mistakes on and go through those a bunch of times, because you must be having some problem with the signal from your brain through your motor neuron telling the finger what to do properly. So we need to get that muscle memory happening properly, and we also need to learn how to get stronger with these muscles so that we'll have more stamina in the end. Okay, so that is Combinatorics for guitar or for stringed instruments or woodwind instruments to get your left hand fingers to be stronger. And it is also teaching you all of the various trills that you can do. So between the trills and learning all those finger exercises, which we will apply to scales later to create runs, we'll be able to gain a lot of strength. Thank you. Take care. Have a nice day now.